There is the recording session.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Hey, my name is Michael Dominguez. I'm a student at Tammany UCC. I'm studying criminal justice. Today I'm going to be breaking down an article, The Safety and Efficiency of Creatine Monohydrate, and what researchers have learned over the past 25 years. I'm not a professional at it, but I'm going to be going over what I learned through the article, what I took from it. Okay, so creatine monohydrate is one of the most common supplements people take for performance and strength. You see it everywhere, gyms, stores, Walmart. People take it just to get stronger. And this article explains that creatine is actually something that's made in our body already, uh, and it's already stored in our muscles. So it helps produce quick energy, which helps with short and explosive movements. So the whole point of this article is to look at the last 25 years of what it actually does, not just fake, but just like real science, backed by actual science. So the authors want to ask two research questions. Does it actually work, and is it safe for people to take? So instead of them doing their own experiment, they looked at tons of experiments and they did more like a retrospective study. So what that means is that they looked at research, past athletes and adults, patients, and they just pretty much try to get a whole picture of the whole thing. So since it's like a review article, they didn't try any new people, but they did gather information from different studies, trials, and different age groups. So comparing all these studies, they're actually able to see what it does and try to run that theoretical analysis. But one of the biggest takeaways is that that thing actually works. Creatine actually works. It helps with strength, power, sprinting, and just overall recovery over time. So the article explains that it helps produce more ATP in the muscles. So it's just basically quick energy. So that's why it's so important for like anaerobic exercises or just anything explosive. Uh, Another thing that it mentions is that creatine helps increase lean body mass, not because it actually helps build muscle, but it actually helps you recover better for next time. The thing that actually surprised me about creatine is is the way that people make it seem more dangerous than what it actually is. So throughout the research, there's no like nothing bad. So like no kidney or liver damage. There's no issues with dehydration or any health problems that come with creatine. So people that are actually taking it for the last couple of years, there's no harmful outcomes that come out of that. So when it's actually used correctly, there's nothing scary about it, backed by science. So the article explains two phases of creatine. Whenever you're dosing, you have your loading phase, which is just where you load up on 10 to 20 grams of creatine per day for at least a week for like a week straight. And then you go on to your maintenance phase where you're just taking from your normal 5 gram dose every day. Or you can just skip the loading phase and just do it daily, 5 grams. And it's no difference. Your muscles will saturate the same amount of time. It's just how fast you want to get them saturated. Okay. And then the article also talks about how creatine isn't just for athletes, but it's also for older adults, people with neuromuscular conditions, and just people recovering from injury. So it's not just with recovering, but it shows that it helps with outside of sports, people, maintaining and they're able to recover better. Even though creatine has been studied for the last 25 years, the article still mentions a few limitations. Uh, it still needs more time to be researched. There's still more time to be studied. And then a lot of the studies use younger males, so getting a whole picture of like uh, gender and different age groups would be better. And that people respond differently. Everyone's different, so not everyone gets the same result. Uh, this doesn't change like the overall message of creatine, but it does show there's still a lot more to learn than the 25 years of what we have learned so far. So based on everything that the article reviewed, creatine monohydrate is a safe and effective supplement. It's so cheap, it's easy to use. You just take it. It's backed by years of research. Uh, Many people benefit from creatine. It helps you with strength. It helps you get energy from, well, whenever you're doing your high intensity training. It helps with muscle building and just explosive movements in general. So creatine is pretty much one of the most reliable supplements out there. And that wraps my presentation on the safety and effectiveness of creatine monohydrate. Thank you for listening. Appreciate it.